Exiled is a game by John Zemansky. Apologies if I butchered that. Who, in terms of games I've heard of, made My Friendly Neighborhood and Kyle is Famous. As for gameplay, I have no idea. Let's go. I missed the click. I missed the click.
My beloved Charlotte. My wife of 14 years. She's always had a magnetic attraction to areas of study so unexplored that she, by default, becomes the foremost expert. I never know what draws her in so strongly to such niche research, but I support her as best as I can. Perhaps I should not have.
All right.
The last months have seen her desk covered by a dusty tome of eldritch beings. Where she found such a book, I didn't know, but the sudden appearance of an artifact like this is common for her, so I paid no attention. Well, I paid no attention until the day when Charlotte was suddenly missing. A note left in her place. It only read, "I will have been banished to the ancient realm. It is for the best." My own wife?
Ancient realm.
No, I could not stand for her to be gone without a trace. Banished to the ancient realm? I needed to understand. I started to scour her notes. I found scrawled handwriting talking of incoming destruction and the banishment sacrifice. As unsettling as they were, they only served to confuse me more. My search yielded 2 clues. One was a torn scrap of paper with untranslated runes. The other was the location of where she had found the ancient tome, the Great Library. With nothing else to do, I took the book and the paper and traveled to the Great Library myself. I hoped to use the tome to translate the scrap and use its secrets to find more answers in the library. What I found there, I will never forget.
All right. Let's see what you got.
I am banished.
That's always a good sign. All right, what are we dealing with? Eldritch being combined for the study and escape, or to go back? Oh, is this like... The description said this game was kind of like The Room or Myst, and I've never played Myst, but I have played The Room too many times. Okay, hang on. Let me just see. Is this helping? Okay, let's see what all we're dealing with. I have a clock. Am I on a timer here? Is there anything else I should be worried about? Alright, compiled for the study and protection against the ancient terrors. Monsters...
That's my first clue. I should jot that down.
What? Jot what down? A to the ancient symbol found in the book. Oh, I see what we're doing. Okay, I thought it was just like... one to one. It's like the little, it's got a little crescent. It's that one. Ah, okay, so I don't have to do that like all of them. What's this you dealing with then? Okay. There's part A, Cthulhu. Cthulhu, the dark being. Feared by all, Cthulhu causes the subconscious feelings of anxiety felt by generation to generation. He currently slumbers in the ancient realm, although it is thought he could return someday. His name, something something something, was lengthened when translated by the Old English scribes, adding Hulu in the midst to visually describe his prominence in the ancient tribes. Texts, sorry, this font's a little bit weird. So, Hulu. Oh, no, just adding Hul. So C-T-U? Katu? Is that it? X is the little C, little, oh god, hang on. Oh, Diarlo Tef. Hang on, how do I go back? Go back! There we go. Okay, sorry, I had to focus way too hard for that. X, little thing, and then a key is CT, and I'm pretty sure it's U. C to that. T is the little swooshy thingy. Where is it? There it is. U is... Am I on a timer here? I might be on a timer here. Alright, cool. I still feel like this is important. Am I gonna die? I think this game has 4 endings, I think. Is there more to this room, or is it just this? Alright. The Eye of Nyarlathotep. It lurks here. If it's close, look at it. Alright. A servant that carries out duties in Nyarlathotep's absence. Is it Nyarlathotep? Is that how you're supposed to say that? I can't remember. It is a being that stays in the shadows, whose goal is to... Oh, I was like, I see the shadow moving. Stays in the shadow, whose goal is to see the return of its master. It will stalk towards any creature slowly and quietly if it knows that Nyarlathotep's return is being threatened. It is seen when closing in on its goal. If it is seen when closing in on its goal, whatever that be, it seems to retreat. Okay, I don't think that's a... I think that's just an entity I deal with. The mass of rats. A bunch of rats stuck together with glue, mentioned only once in the ancient text, horrific for no reason as much as simply being sorta gross. The writer describes it as being no shape in all shapes, no order but all beauty, a sight of true horror and magnificent, the true definition of a... something. One can construct a rat mass at home with the proper supplies, apply glue liberally. True definition of a something. Maybe mass? Oh wait, I have eat. Hey, don't I? Hold on. Hey, go back! Yeah, I have A. I think it's mass. So, leaf, something, and then 2 things. Where was that? Leaf. If I screw this up, will I die? Let's just double check that. I feel like, hi. Okay.
What? Where did he come from?
That's a good question. That got me.
Looks like he took something.
What? He took my box! What a little prat! Alright, that one. Maybe I wasn't paying close enough attention. And by that I mean I definitely wasn't paying close enough attention because I was trying to spell. Which is apparently something I struggle with. Is it that one? It's not that one. It is... I can't, like, look around the room. Swoosh with a little dot on top of it. I am not focused enough. It was that one. No, that's a different one. There's 2 prongs down. I don't... Oh. Alright, fine. I'm assuming I needed that box, and which means I might be on track to a worse ending. I think this game has 4 endings? I'm not making very fast progress, but I'm also not very focused. Gobogig Mountainons? A pillar of melting flesh sprouting from the earth. Gobagig appeared only once before being quickly banished by the something. The earthquake it caused in its short time on Earth brought many civilizations to their knees, causing a large rift between those affected and the few nations who were not. It has no known way to be resummoned. It's probably for the best. Is there an eyeball? I don't see no eyeballs. I also don't know. It was banished by something. I don't think I have any of these letters. Oh, the Hounds of Tindalos. I remember you guys. Not quite hound and not quite being. The hounds are thought to be too horrific to describe. They are a being that... Christs? Is it Christs? Is Christs a word? Only in time and manifest through space to follow its prey. They come from the corners, I remember that. It is said that the hounds are not the only object to Christ in time, and that even words themselves can be communicated through the realm that the hounds inhabit. 340. Oh, I didn't realize I could mess with this. SDNAEMS. SDNAEMS. Thanks. Thanks, very, very helpful. Is that for this? It is not. Huh? What? I don't see no, 340. I don't know how that benefits me. In fact, at all. It's not this, is it? It's not that. Okay. SDNAEMS. It's very helpful. Alright, next. The Nafke. Nafre? Nafke? This font's a little bit weird for me to read. 4-armed creatures that live in the deepest, coldest parts of the earth, notably Antarctica and high in the mountains. They often live alone, although have been recorded to come together under certain dire circumstances, most famously when the Nafke banish Gobagig themselves. Okay, securing humanity's future on the planet. Oh, thank you, you 4-armed Yeti freaks. Okay, so you guys are these. So that's a G. Little swooshy thing. Little. Where is it? Where's the little thing? I saw it. Where is it? Is that a G? That looks nothing like a G. That's not right. I heard noises. I also don't really know what I'm supposed to do with these hounds of Tindalos. I'm not sure if they actually show up or if this is just... I'm sure that's probably for something else. So I have to keep looking through the book to find out what these puzzles are. GNOPH... KEH. Okay. So, O looks like an E. N is the little 3. N is the little 3. It's that one. Ah, man. I am not focused enough to be doing this right now. Hang on. I'm recording this late, by the way, and by late, I mean today is my deadline. It's 3 p.m. on Saturday, the 2nd of March. So I don't know when, and I have another game that I want to record after this, because it's also on a deadline, but not a YouTube deadline. Maybe, you know, maybe I should have done stuff earlier in the day. Who would have guessed? I certainly would never have. OPH. So PH, P is that, H is the box. And Mothra? Mathra? There are symbols on this desk. Or parchment or whatever. I don't know if those are just random scribbles. I'll need to remember those. Well, not remember. I need to remember that they're there. So... PH... God, I cannot focus. GNOPH... I think that's a K. Or an R. It might be an R. I don't see no, I have Nyarlathotep-taps. I don't see anything, really. I don't know where it was. I was probably staring at this for too long. I don't know if I was supposed to be looking around the room, or if there's like a button to look around the room. I don't think there is. Alright, well, E is that little thing. K. Could be a K or an R. I'm gonna assume it's a K. That's an R. Or maybe it's a K then. I can't do commentary while I'm thinking too hard. I can't talk and solve these kind of puzzles. D is the little squiggly arrow. Clock of Tindalos. Okay, an artifact stolen from time itself. The clock displays different messages caught in time depending on where its hands lay. The messages it shows are never ordered, instead appearing as a string of letters to be sorted out by those that observe them. It is rumored that adjusting its hands creates altogether new connections from time to space. Okay. So, it was an anagram then. I don't... What? I'm sure it's something obvious. But... 340. 30, 35, 40. Alright, so this is correct. What am I missing? Smandus. Demands. D-E-M-A-N? Demands? Alright, I still don't know what this does for me, though. It might have been for the box, which they stole from me. It might have been for the box. So... Alright. Moving on. To be sorted out. The ancient box, M something. Taken from the depths of the ocean, this box contains a secret known only to the ones that hid it. Ancient texts describe the way to open it, has been thrown into the streams of time to keep its secrets safe from the eldritch monsters. Tradition holds that the box can be opened through the use of a single word, although many have tried and been unable. Oh, madness! Okay. Well, I don't have the box anymore, so I can't do that. Eldritch Board, used for banish... I don't see no demons. Also, I will have to retranslate all of this myself, because otherwise I will not be able to think straight. Used for banishment and summoning of creatures from the ancient realm to the human realm and back, the Eldritch Board was developed as a way to dispel the ancient hordes. The combination used to conduct these acts have been slowly lost over time, although scraps of combinations written in the ancient alphabet still exist. Christ. Is that Chris? Is that an X? Is that an X? And is that an E? That does not look like an E, nor does that look like an X. Hang on, let's, exist. Where was the other one that was Christ? That exist, okay, I'm gonna assume it's exist. You could not have chosen a worse font. Okay. Well, someone stole the box from me, so I can't do that one. This one is for banishment and summoning of creatures. Scraps of combinations written in the ancient Monsters part B. Monsters part... That is a B. Is this randomly generated, by the way? Like, are these letters gonna be the same? Also, is it re-summoning? Did I screw something up here? We'll just keep going. The spawn of Cthulhu, Star Spawn. I still don't see no demons. I don't know where he was. An elder civilization. Because that's an E. An elder civilization, these beings seem to be made neither of matter or energy. A handful of scripts exist detailing encounters with the star spawn, changing from its own to a different shape and back again, possibly even into non-creature forms. It is unclear what connection they share with Cthulhu, except adherent worshippers. Sathagua? Sathagua slumbers in the ancient realm, oozing small toads out of his pores. It is recorded that these smaller toads either explode after a few moments or cross the dimensionary path to the human realm, while they would take the form of a wild bear and then explode. What? So the toads, this thing, either just explode or go to human realms, become bears, and then explode. The chunks of these toad bears can be reassembled to make clever gifts for parties or other get-togethers. Wait, that's a C now? Why are C and R the same letter? What? It's an R. Oh, so it's an X if it's crossed. That's fucking annoying. Alright, yeah, clever, sure, whatever. And it's an E. It's an E. Sorry, maybe I should have waited. No, I can't wait till later to record this because my deadline is today. This is what I get for waiting till the last minute to record something. I think this game has 3 endings, maybe 4. Adorant worshippers. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that C and R look exactly the same. Or that R and... yeah, R and C. Or E and C. Or whatever. The Shoggoth. Blob-like beings that can envelop creature and non-creature alike. The Shoggoth possess incredible speed and immense... cold? Oh, in immense cold, but slow and become more puddle-like in warmth. Early manuscripts seem to view Shoggoth as harmless creatures, sometimes even shortening their name and adding an I at the end, as was common in the ancient language to show endearment. Is that an I? No, which one was that? I just looked at it. Come on, brain. Was it that one? No. It was a diagonal box. Where is the diagonal box? There you are. All right. So that's a G. S-H. Do I have all of these letters? Yeah, I had all of them except I. All right. Rubber ducky. Eldritch duck. Ducky has become an eldritch being somehow and is just living it up. Instead of bringing terror to everyone, Ducky has used his eldritch powers to make sure that everyone has a really nice day and insists that you take a break to eat a sandwich. Now I'm busy. Ducky would also like you to know that that means quack. Okay, so that square is a Q. Key piece is a U. I already had that one. That's the same, right? Yes. I still don't see anything. Hello? Maybe there's only one demon? Or maybe he's leaving me alone because he already stole my box. In which case, I might have ended the world, because doesn't that box contain, like, secrets? A, I have an A. I do not have an A. A is a little swooshy crescent. Little swooshy crescent on the left side. Where's the little swooshy crescent? There it is. All right. C is kind of the X. I already have that one. K, I think I already have that one too. I do. Okay. Resummoning. I'm assuming this is resummoning. Like that's an R, but I'm just gonna keep going. Ran Tegoth. A big bug god. Rantegoth, or I cannot read this font, oh my god. Rantegoth or Roll. It's an R-U-L. A big bug god. Rantegoth decided to slumber under the ocean near Australia, which is unfortunate because it also drowned. Rantegoth is the biggest, deadest bug in the whole wide world. An excerpt. I'm assuming that's Roll or whatever, is decomposing. Large chunks of his body can be found on a regular basis floating on the shores of the Indian Ocean. Nobody has dared to snack upon his flesh, probably for the best. Are all of these real eldritch beings, except for maybe Ducky? I don't know. I know the Hounds of Tindalos are a real thing, and that they come from the corners of rooms. Did I hear a noise? Was that my stomach, or did I hear a noise? Alright, I'm assuming that's an R-U-L. R is little x with the dot below it. Little x with the, there you are. U is a 7 with a dot. L. Is that a U? Is it an O? Could be an O. It is not an O. L or an R. Alright, whatever that is. I think it's an L. L is the little thing with the dot. Oh, there's so many dots! It's a little thing with the dot. I just looked at it. What was it? It was... God. It's the little fork thing, but there's a dot involved. L thing, but there's a dot involved. L thing, but there's a dot involved. That one. Resummoning. Alright, I think I can do the rest of this by myself. V is that. Huh? No, L is that. Okay, so that's the L. Which means that is the little, that one. 1F. Where was that? I'm cranking my brain here. Kinda hard to follow. This is 5 letters, not the last letter, so N-O-D-E-L-A. Alright, well here's press, P-R-E-S-S, so that one, and then the bleeding wound is a W. No. What do you mean? Begin. Oh god, it's not even in a straight line. Is that not W then? Alright, which one? Oh, here's node. N-O-D-E. F-I-N-A-L. the press row. W is the... It's a downward crescent. It's another crescent. It's that one. Hang on. All right, resummoning a loved one from the ancient realm. Begin with the middle 4. Press the top 2 corners, then press those right beneath. Jesus Christ, what is this clusterfuck of a sentence? Resummoning a loved one from the ancient realm. Begin with the middle 4. Press the top 2 corners, then press those right beneath. Mark the lowest row, save the rightmost, which will be last. Press the sides remaining, and then those in the upper row. Those in the upper row, and then press the final node. So the bottom row, save the rightmost, which will be last. Oh. Whoops. I think I was supposed... It says mark the lowest row. Just to go across the lowest row. Okay, then. Middle 4, top 2 corners. Right beneath, mark the lowest row, save the rightmost. Which will be last. Press the sides remaining, and then those in the upper row. Sides remaining, upper row. Yay, I did it! Oh, God.
Bit by bit, I saw Charlotte materialize in front of me. With each moment, I felt my heart lighten. But as her face came into view, my lungs froze. Charlotte's eyes were dead. No, not dead. They were empty. Something was horribly wrong. With a crack, Charlotte's jaw snapped backwards, her mouth swinging open in a fully unnatural motion. A guttural noise emanated from her throat. Slowly, her hands grabbed the sides of her mouth and pulled outward, tearing a gaping hole in her face. Bit by bit, a dark creature crawled out of her head. Charlotte's body fell to the floor, limp. Stock still, I could only stare as the creature looked me over. Then, in a cracking voice, it spoke. Have you released me from that human prison on purpose, little one? Or were you expecting someone else to appear in my place? I realized that the creature that addressed me was Nyarlathotep, the monster Charlotte had banished herself to entrap.
Okay, I accidentally summoned an elder god.
I tried to hide my face, but it was no use. Nyarlathotep grabbed me with one hand and cast me into the ancient realm. The world was cast into darkness as eldritch beings flooded over human civilization. I had brought about the new reign of the ancient gods.
Yeah, it's because I died to that thing. Right. You missed something! Restart with full journal. Wait, I can do that? That's nice. 340. I know what it is, though. I missed something because the eyeball got me. And it stole my box. So it's leaf, crescent, fork, E, that, and then just to be sure, That. It exploded. The top blew off. If you are reading this, a loved one has been infested with the soul of Nyarlathotep and banished to the ancient realm. This has traditionally been a hopeless loss of someone special. However, I have done much research. I've done much research of the ancient texts and believe I have found something important that I must hide so it cannot be undone by the evil beings. Bringing your loved one back can be done with the use of the Eldritch Board. Doing so will also bring the soul of Nyarlathotep with them, and the world will fall into chaos. However, were the first and last steps of the board sequence switched, I have reason to believe this will split the souls apart and bring your loved one back without the darkness. I pray you use this information with immense caution, as if I am wrong, humanity as we know it could cease. Okay. So the first and the last steps. So the last step is that one. Press the top two corners and those right beneath. Press... Mark the lowest row. Lowest row. Then the sides? Sides remaining, and then those on the upper row. So yeah, sides, upper, and then these two. Cool.
Bit by bit, I saw Charlotte materialize in front of me. She fell down, coughing a black sludge onto the floor.
Ugh.
I picked her up and ran outside the library. She continued to cough, but less and less material came out of her lungs. After many minutes, she stopped altogether. Slowly, she lifted her head, and I looked into her eyes. With a wave of relief, I saw my wife looking back at me. She was pale, starving, and exhausted, but she was whole. Together, we slowly made our way to the closest town. I purchased a room for the night at a small inn. While I sat pondering what had taken place that evening, Charlotte collapsed into bed and slept peacefully. All was right.
Alright, cool. We did it. I did it. I did the thing. It only took me ending the world by accident. Alright, is that all? Aren't there 4 achievements? Could have sworn there were 4 achievements. I think I got one for starting up the game. Wow. 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 What? What? The badge. Hang on, let me just. The badge is just. Wah! Wah! What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm coughing up black sludge. What? Hang on. I have no idea how to get the WA achievement. I don't know. Oh, there's another book there. How does... How... What is... What is that achievement? While you are watching forward, huh? Well, I kind of want to fend that thing off just to do it properly. I don't... Oh. I see you. Oh. Where'd it go? Did I do it? I see you. Okay. Am I supposed to be able to look up? Oh, he's gone. While you are watching forward. Oh! I was missing a mechanic the whole time. Whoops. My bad. I'm an idiot. Did they tell me that? They probably told me that, and did I skip that step by accident? I was clicking around at the start. I might have clicked back past the tutorial. Well. It says click the little box/dice on the left while looking up is what someone said. I don't see anything that matches that description. Oh. Was that it? Was that it? Was that the I didn't get the achievement. Oh, yeah, that would have been nice. No wonder I died. So what is this comment talking about? There is no box. What the hell are you talking about? I see you. Slightly on the left. I have literally no idea what you're talking about. Hello? Are you crazy? You might be insane. Go away. Do I have to finish the game once I got that achievement? I don't know. Huh. These must be the endings I got. Alright, hang on.
My beloved Charlotte.
Yeah, I know.
What I found there.
Okay.
I
think I know how to do it. That one dude in the Steam guides doesn't know what he's talking about. He's missing an entire step. Yeah. You have to go to the ducky page. And then click that. So does that give like an ending? Well, screwed that up. So it was the first step is that one, and then the top corners, and then like that, and then it was all of the rest of the bottom row, I believe. And then the sides, and the top, and then the center four. I wonder if that changes the ending, or if it's just a wah.
Bit by bit, I saw Charlotte materialize in front of me. She fell down, puffing a black sludge onto the floor. I picked her up and ran outside the library. She continued to cough, but less and less material came out of her lungs. After many minutes, she stopped altogether. Slowly, she lifted her head, and I looked into her eyes. With a wah of relief, I saw. With a wah of relief, I saw my wife looking back at me. She was pale, starving, and exhausted, but she was whole. Together, we slowly made our way to the closest town. I purchased a room for the night at a small inn. While I sat pondering what had taken place that evening, and oh, mama, what an evening! Charlotte collapsed into bed and slept peacefully. All was right. The end.
Okay, I'm not done. Hang on. I gotta see. I don't need your help though. Nothing. 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 There. Alright. Now, so it's bing, 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 bing. Please tell me this one has voice lines too.
Bit by bit,
Oh, it
I
absolutely
saw Charlotte
does.
materialize in front of me. With each moment, I felt my heart lighten. Wahoo!
What?
As her face came into view, uh-oh, my lungs froze. Charlotte's eyes were dead. No, not dead. They were empty. Something was horribly wrong. Oh. With a crack, Charlotte's jaw snapped backwards, her mouth swinging open in a fully unnatural motion. Oh, mamma mia. A guttural noise emanated from her throat. Slowly, her hands grabbed the sides of her mouth and pulled outward, tearing a gaping hole in her face. Bit by bit, a dark creature crawled out of her head. Charlotte's body fell to the floor, limp. Wah. Stock still, I could only stare at the creature looking me over. Then, in a cracking voice, it spoke.
Have you released me from that human prison on purpose, little one? Or were you expecting someone else to appear in my place?
I realized that the creature that addressed me was Nelanthropa, the monster Charlotte had banished herself to entrap.
Yeah.
With a wah, I tried to hide my face, but it was no use. Nelanthropa grabbed me with one hand and cast me into the ancient realm. Wah! The world was cast into darkness as eldritch beings flooded over human civilization. I had brought about a new reign of the ancient gods. Oh, mamma mia.
I certainly did miss something. Thanks, game. Okay, that's Exiled. That was fun. I didn't have much commentary to say because that kind of puzzle just requires me to use my brain, and if I talk, then I'll get too distracted to remember the symbols I'm supposed to do. But that was fun. The whole game, all of that, even like including how long it took me, was under an hour, or a little bit over an hour. And I saw some people in the Steam reviews saying, "Oh, I'm gonna refund it," and that always that annoys the hell out of me because like it's a small indie game, bro. Because all you're doing is you're gonna encourage people to make indie games that are padded to be longer than the Steam refund policy. That's all that's going to do. Especially people who say like they recommend the game and then get their money back and then take their money back. That's screwed up, bro. Anyway, yeah, this was fun. I see how it was kind of like The Room. It's a lot of like puzzles. I wasn't quite sure how there was a mechanic.
My beloved Charlotte, my wife of 14 years. She's always had a magnetic attraction to areas of study so unexplored that she by default becomes the foremost
Okay, we're not done yet.
I don't know what draws her in so strongly to such niche research, but I support her as best as I can. But perhaps I should not have. The last months have seen her desk covered by a dusty tome of eldritch beings. Where she found such a book, I didn't know. But the sudden appearance of an artifact like this is common for her, so I paid no attention. Well, I paid no attention until the day when Charlotte was suddenly missing. Uh-oh. A note left in her place. It only read, "I will have been banished to the ancient realm. It is for the best." My own wife? Oh, no. I could not stand for her to be gone without a trace. Banished to the ancient realm? I needed to understand. I started to scour her notes. I found scrawled handwriting talking of incoming destruction and the banishment sacrifice. Oh! As unsettling as they were, they only served to confuse me more. My search yielded 2 clues. One was a torn scrap of paper with untranslated runes. The other was the location of where she had found the ancient tome. Excuse me. The great library. Oh. With nothing else to do, I took the book and the paper and traveled to the great library myself. I hope to
With
use the
nothing
tome
else
to
to do.
translate the scrap and use its secrets to find more answers in the library. But what I found, what I found there I will never forget. Mamma mia.
I'm hoping you will like show me a tutorial. It's for the best. Is that what she said the first time? Yeah. I'm assuming it gave me a tutorial on how to do that. So, okay. that was a fun Easter egg. All right. I think that's all I have to say, is that people who refund small indie games because they're not 2 hours long, this game is $5, are scumbags. All of them. Without exception. So after ending the recording, I realized I didn't actually finish the book because of what I had been doing. Or because I just kind of solved it by words that were missing at that point. The bugs! They started as a handful of bugs that were found in a small village. One by one, more bugs collected in the center, forming a larger and larger mound that only continued to grow. To avoid the eventual takeover of the world, the bugs were contained in a lead bucket with a lid. Nobody knows what horrors would be found were the bugs to be exposed. Alright, so that's how you're supposed to get F.
Infested.
Oh.
Could this have been written by Charlotte?
I see you. Nyarlathotep, I am infested. Causer of deceit and confusion. Unless that's an N, in which case cancer of deceit and confusion. Knowing Nyarlathotep, it is basically a cancer. The largest eldritch threat to humanity is common for Nyarlathotep to infest the body of a human and control them for its own motives. Where Nyarlathotep is at the moment is unknown. However, it has taken someone as its host. Banishment of that individual to the ancient realm is the only way to stop it from shrouding our consciousness in its eventual darkness. Okay. So that would be my criticism about this game, is that I had to, once you've reached about here, you can brute force, or not brute force, because you can just tell which words, because most of them are, like, missing one letter. You can tell which ones are what by looking at the note. And while that is probably harder than just going through the book, like, maybe I was supposed to get one more letter, actually. I think I was supposed to get F, and that was it. And then everything else I was supposed to brute force. Or just use the note for. But the fact that I made it to the end of the game without actually reading this, which is kind of a plot point that then comes up in the ending, is a little bit weird. But for an hour, I'd like to see more of this. But I always like to see more of this. But like more puzzles. Maybe one of the puzzles unlocks like a second volume. More entities to deal with than just Eyeball Man over there. But for what it was, for a $5 game, an hour, this was fun. This was fine. I like this. Maybe it's just because I like games like The Room a lot. And having something to actually deal with while that's going is interesting to me. Alright, now I'm done. Bye.